Is the traditional paper resume, is that antiquated? Is that old?
I think it's, yeah, I think it's, I don't want to say it's done, but I don't think it's relevant for a young college grad. So the question is, how am I going to make a first impression on people? What do I want people to learn about me? How do I want them to get to know my story, right? And so About.me was born with that objective in mind, giving people an opportunity to kind of take a broader view of who they are as a human, as opposed to this is just the professional me or the social me or whatnot. It's aggregating all of that together in one page.
When you're looking for a job, the first thing people do these days is you Google the person that's applying for a job.
I'd like to avoid even the whole step of Google. In your email, what do you put a link to a page about you, right? Do you have a personal website? And I think it's like 5% of the people do that. Why should we allow Google to decide, you know, what kind of shows up and who I am, right? I should take control of that. So should we eliminate that step altogether by putting a link to a page that is about you?
It's harder than ever to kind of find a job. So what does Campus do? So you guys have launched kind of this new feature.
So excited about
what
Campus.
What specifically are you doing for college students?
So you go to Campus, there's great articles on, you know, how should you think about leveraging Instagram, or how do you interact with people in social media in order to network. You know, there's articles on those kind of things. It's reminding students not to lose the very things that made them special in the first place, right? Even though they don't have, like, you know, an amazing, you know, college or like amazing, you know, internship that they had, doesn't mean that they're not going to be successful adults and enter into the work world, right? And you have to kind of remind them to own that story and whatnot. So that's what Campus is doing.
So let's go to LinkedIn. You know, a lot of college grads are using something like LinkedIn. They definitely want to have LinkedIn. A lot of employers are using LinkedIn. So how do you guys stack up when it comes to something like LinkedIn?
I think most young adults on LinkedIn, honestly, they look silly. I'm being honest. So I love LinkedIn. LinkedIn is on the front of my phone. It's one of the 4 social apps I use a lot, right? I get tremendous value. If I'm talking to my 19 and my 21-year-old, who are both college students, and they ask me if they should be on LinkedIn, I say, absolutely, of course you should be on LinkedIn. I don't think it's going to be that useful for them as a way of presenting themselves for several years until they have more experiences. I think as you have more experiences, then I think it starts to become a great tool.